Now, as we spoke about the top eight packages which we saw in the installation phase, we'll get to know a little bit more about that in detail. So that's the 8 top packages you should be knowing. So the first and foremost, as I was talking, was SQLDF, right? So people who come from a SAS background are typically used to writing codes in SQLs, right? So typically cleaning data, accessing data, everything is about SQL over there. So if you are from that genre, you perhaps would like to use SQLDF to access your data frames. Obviously data frame can be easily accessed if you have a little bit of exposure to C programming, or when you go through our program in detail. So we teach you from all perspectives, SQL, from C perspective and everything. So this package SQLDF accesses a data frame with the perspective of an SQL programming. The second best package to be used is Forecast, which helps you to access packages like Arima, packages like Garch and all those things. So these functionalities are basically present in Forecast, and this is typically used when you're trying to access data which is time varying. For example, your stock market data, your sales data, wherein you try to understand what is the data in which form, whether it is stationary, non-stationary, and then try to use some forecasting models. That's where this package would be useful to us. The third important package is PLYR, and obviously there is an upgraded package for this, which is the dplyr package, which talks about how do you tidy up your data. So how do you do a transpose, how would you move a data from one form to another form. So this package is all about that. The stringr functionality is something which helps you to manipulate text data. So if supposingly you have something like a comma which you want to remove in a text, right? So for example, when you're doing sentiment analysis, you would want all your data wherein you might want to remove some punctuation marks, you would want to remove a full stop, right? Stop words and all those things. So this stringr package gives you access to all those functionalities over there. Now the fifth important aspect is about the database driver. So R can connect to any of the databases, maybe Greenplum, Oracle, PLSQL, you name it, you have it, right? So all these packages are there, but the only thing is that you will have to install those respective packages. For example, if you have to make your R to talk to an Oracle database, you will have to install an R Oracle package. If you want it to talk to a MySQL package, right, which comes from Microsoft, then you will have to install that specific package. If you want to access a MongoDB database, then you will have to install R MongoDB package. So each of these packages has the functionality which lets you communicate with those databases specifically. So that's how we will do it. So we are not listing which is the very specific package, which actually means that there are whole host of packages which according to your requirement you will have to use. The Lubridate package accesses those functionality which are used for manipulations of date. Date would be usually useful in conjunction with your Forecast package, because in Forecast you will be accessing some of the packages which are useful for time series forecasting. So wherein time and date becomes an important aspect, and obviously if you have to handle that, you will have to use this package. The ggplot2 helps you access the functionality of both lattice device as well as the base device. Now for this you need to go a little bit back. What is the difference between the base R graphic device? It's something like a standard artist. How does an artist paint? He first gives a coat, right? Something like what you're seeing on the background, a cream color coat, right? That's the first shade which you put on the pastels. You let it dry and then you put your picture with a sketch, and then you keep on doing that again and again with layers and layers. That is your base graph device which is available in R. The second one is lattice, which does a one-step execution all at one time. So what happens in base R, you will write one at a time on the graphic device. In lattice, you write all at one time, but the disadvantage with lattice is once you write, you cannot correct it. But ggplot gives you the strength of lattice as well as the strength of graph which is available in the base package. So it combines both the lattice and the base, and that is what is ggplot2. So we'll be installing that also. And then there is reshape2, which gives you access to manipulation of tables, data frames, matrices in R. And all of these packages are together used somewhere. The functionalities of one would be used in conjunction with some other package. And this is one adaptation of the reshape package. Now we'll be talking about data mining and graphics using graphical interface in R, right? So there are some matured and some not so matured aspects of this. We'll talk about that. So data mining graphical user interface in R. So there are many of them. A few of them which is not listed over here would be something like an R Commander, right? But it won't have very great graphics. The Rattle is one such version which is quite enhanced, it's quite mature, and so we are talking about that. Apart from that, you have a host of other packages, like you have Liquid, you have so many other packages, but we'll be talking about Rattle right now. So Rattle is the R analytical tool to learn easily. That's what is the acronym, and that's why we say Rattle. So once you install this packages using install.packages Rattle, it should take around roughly 15 to 20 minutes at a strong bandwidth for you to install this whole thing. And then you will just call this with the library Rattle, and to use Rattle package you will just type Rattle on your console and press an enter, and that's where a separate window will open up. So you will have your RStudio running, and parallelly you will have your Rattle. One advantage of R Commander when you're using it as a graphical user interface is that R Commander would create the objects within your RStudio or your base R, whereas Rattle will not write these objects in your base R or your RStudio. So whatever you're creating over here just remains over here. You cannot access these objects in your base R or RStudio. So one caution. Okay, Rattle presents a host of menu-driven functionalities wherein you don't have to write the codes. You can just use a click approach, right? And the base editable version of the software comes from rattletoggaware.com. Those are the developers, and then they have listed this on the CRAN, right? So you can download this from CRAN. The next graphic device in R is the Deducer. Now this talks about more about a Java based interface, right? So this is basically developed with the Java interface, right? And this is standing as an alternative to your proprietary data analysis softwares like SPSS, JPM and Minitab, right? Menu driven system to do the same data analysis manipulation task. Has an Excel like spreadsheet which helps us view the data and edit the data, and it's designed to be used in conjunction with a Java based environment, right? So you would require the latest Java console for the same. So if you are using an interface like Deducer, this is what you will like. You will get components wherein you can have a drag and drop approach for graphics. So you can just extract the data on your Excel based sheet, right? So Deducer has an Excel like grid wherein you can just extract the data, and then you can use any of these image based attributes. So if you want a histogram, you can just click over there and drag it, and accordingly it will create a histogram, right? So it becomes very easy for a user to use these kinds of tools. And now some fun with R. So if you want to learn R a little bit on your own at your own pace later on, you can use a SOAL package. Now SOAL is a package which is basically used by instructors and by students. So the instructors basically develop some kind of a tutorial and they load it as a lesson, and SOAL basically helps you to use it as a tutorial. So this will open up within RStudio. So you just have to say install.packages SOAL, and then you have some options like install from SOAL, and then you will type the name of the lesson you want to learn. So some of these would be like R_training_alt, right? So if you want to get a complete list, you can go on the website. Say for example, you can just do a Google wherein you can say SOAL lessons, and it will point to a website wherein you would be able to download these lessons. So once you do that, you will be able to play around with this. So it's just basically a window function which is used wherein the user is just giving inputs basis the questions which are asked on a screen, right? So it won't be a voice interactive tutorial, it will be a text interactive tutorial. So you can use that.